Hello everyone, Scottish Twin 910 here with another video for you guys. Today we'll be talking about why Donald and Douglas are my favorite characters. So first, we'll start when I was little. Now when you're little, your favorites change all the time. You watch some Thomas episodes and Thomas is your favorite. Or you get a new Henry toy, then Henry's your favorite. But Donald and Douglas were still some of my favorite characters. I didn't prefer only Donald or only Douglas. I usually thought of them as a pair and liked both of them. This was because I had some of their episodes on DVD. But I also had Wooden Railway, Donald and Douglas. This was a big reason that I liked them. Their long tenders always fascinated me when I was little, and I didn't have any other characters in that color, so their toy always stood out to me. These were probably the most used wooden railway trains I had. As I grew older, I started to grow out of Thomas. I still liked it, but preferred other things, and had my interests elsewhere. Mainly football and video games. Caleb Williams, you better get the Bears to the playoffs. Later on, I learned that I was Scottish on both my mom and my dad's side. I began to learn about Scottish history and our family clans. Just over 2 years ago, I started to get back into Thomas. I decided to watch all the classic seasons, and once I learned of the Railway series, I gave that a read as well. And it was amazing. I had a whole new perspective on the island of Sodor. But during my read, I started to notice some things. The obvious one, Donald and Douglas's blue livery. This livery looks amazing on them, and I had no idea about it until I read the books. I wish the TV show had them in this livery. And the second one is the twins were a lot more prominent in the Railway series than they were in the show. They appeared in or played parts in 9 of the final 12 Audrey books. This, along with them being Scottish and being twins, as I have twin brothers and sisters myself, made them instantly my favorite characters. I prefer their portrayal in the books, as their blue livery makes them feel a lot more part of the railway, and in my opinion, just looks better. The books made it a lot more clear that they were Scottish, and in their debut book, it's so funny watching Sir Topham Hatt trying to figure out how he got 2 engines instead of 1. And also knowing that Douglas was the stowaway and Donald was helping him really shows what they would each do for each other. While the twins don't have that many episodes or stories that they lead in, the stories that they do lead in are all great and feel more special as a result. The worst being the missing coach, which, while yes, it is very confusing, I don't really think is all that bad. Whenever the twins have been in the show has always been good, if not great. In Season 3's episode, Escape, Douglas really shows his bravery by saving a fellow steam engine from the Cutter's torch. And in Donald's Season 3 episode, Donald's Duck, Donald shows that he can be quite the jokester after he one-ups Duck. The twin engines was adapted in Season 2, and in my opinion, was okay, but could have been adapted better. They could have fixed this by keeping the missing coach in the lineup and making the twins' story make more sense. And their CGI comeback was in the best Thomas movie ever, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. And their 2 episodes after the movie were great. Love Me Tender was a masterpiece, showing how 2 brothers fell out and eventually came back together again. And Emily in the Middle, which was another great episode, showed how the twins let their strives in the past come between them again, but eventually overcame them. The Caledonian Twins' classic theme is excellent. It shows that they are good-natured, jolly, Scottish characters. Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell were superb composers and delivered a great theme as usual. The Twins CGI theme is also great and went above my expectations, but I still prefer the classic one, as I think it is better and I am nostalgic for it. The Caledonian Twins are hard workers. They have good humor, can jump into action when engines or people are in danger, and would do anything for each other or their fellow engines. They are proud of being Scottish, but they are most proud of all of working on the Fat Controllers Railway. And I am proud that Donald and Douglas are my favorite characters.
Engines 9 and 10 on Sir Topham Hatt's railway are strong and able workers. They are practical, peppery, and proud.
Well, I'm Oliver, and I'm with my brake van Toad. We've run out of coal and have no more steam. I'll be glad to help you.
I hear you've lost your numbers, he said. How did that happen? The enormous slightly slip it off, sir. It can how it is.
Coupled back to back with a van between their tenders and a snowplow on their front, they set to work.
Does this mean that the both of us... The Fat Controller smiled. It means... But the rest of his speech was drowned in a delighted chorus of cheers and whistles.